Go ahead, Larry.
You just made my day, John. Um, you know, when you get this organized and everything, let me know. I want to be in front of the line and be the battering ram for you on this. Also, I couldn't agree with you more. Phil Klein, that man has just got such knowledge. It's incredible. Number two is you need to get before you start on your rant and raving, you need to get that clip from from the movie Network, where the guy opens his windows and he said, "I'm mad as hell, and I ain't going to take this anymore."
You hear that,
That's
Tyler?
perfect.
It's from what was the movie again?
Network.
Network. Go find
It's
it.
like a
Network.
71, 72
That was
film,
a
something
great.
like that,
It was a
somewhere in the
great
70s.
movie. Great movie.
Yes, yes. And I totally agree with you about these H-1 visas. I don't understand why we need 600,000 Chinese in this country.
No, we
You know,
don't.
that's an army. That's a full army coming in here. And I don't understand why he's, you know, if this, on the campaign trail, I don't think he talked about this, did he? That he
No,
was
he's
going to
listening to
let this money.
he's listening to Howard Lutnick and the other gangster bankers on Wall Street. That's where and
Are you
all
going
they
to?
want is cheap labor. They want cheap. You got to understand this. Because of the tariffs, we can't ship our jobs out of the country. And now Wall Street, they got nothing else. Now it's like, well, now we got to ship the cheap labor in. This is counter to everything the president has talked about and stood for. And it is counter to the U.S.
Absolutely.
worker. And it's counter to our kids. And it's disrespecting our kids. That's what bothers me the most.
Absolutely.
Like, our kids are too stupid to figure this out. No, they're smart. Your education system sucks. Fix it. That's the problem. Teaching transgender nonsense instead of math and English. That's your issue.
And
They're not
history.
teaching that stuff in China or in India. That's why they're better
Yeah,
equipped.
we also need to get our schools to teach history and civics again. From what I understand, from what I was listening, I forgot what show it was, that some school system wanted to start teaching history after the Civil War. Nothing about the Constitution. Nothing about the founding of our country. And without that, we're done.
Well, that's affrontive to them. See, they don't want that. They don't want you to learn about the Constitution. I mean, this is to me, what Trump said on I don't know how he even came up with this. Like, and this is one of the problems when you do interview after interview. You just say what's on top of your mind. Maybe you had a meeting and they talked about it, and all of a sudden, yeah, we should do this. I mean, I don't think he thought this through. So it's up to us. It's up to us to go nuts over it. So he understands. And I tell you what, you're going to the midterms and you have to motivate your base who's not going to vote because you're not on the ballot. And now you're going to say, we're going to take your kids' jobs away and their college spots away to ship in foreign workers. How am I going to show up at the polls? You're handing the Democrats a majority with this one issue. I'm telling you a lot of people on my side have griped about it. No, I am ringing. I got alarm bells going off all over the place. Now, Larry, hang in. I do want to get to Alice. I understand she's in a not always in a good area for cell service. Alice in Delmont, PA. Go ahead, Alice. You're live.
Hi, John. I wanted to get in on this. Everything you're saying is right on the money. However, you got to consider people don't have as many kids today. And a lot of the kids are deadbeats, like you said. They're in the basement, and, mom and dad pay the bills. But that could be one of the reasons why we need foreign help.
Let's get them out of the basement. If there's no jobs, they're in the basement. Our kids want jobs. Our kids want a future. They voted for Trump. The Zoomers, Trump had a massive, he didn't carry it, but he had up in the high 40s of the Zoomer vote. They have abandoned the Democrats for hope, for a future. And now it's just been ripped out from under them. And it's the message that appalls me. Our kids are too lazy and stupid to compete. It's not true. It's false.
How many have worked for you?
I got
How
young
many have
kids.
worked for you?
I got young kids working for me right now that have been with me forever that are the hardest working people you'll ever know, including my own boys. Both of them
Well, you
work
brought your
their ass
kids
off.
up right. I was brought up right. Like I started working at a very young age.
So you want to,
I've
Alice,
never
you want
been
to just
out of.
you want to throw your hands up and say our young people are not any good, and so yeah, we'll just bring in the foreign workers. I mean, is that your?
Maybe it's
wanna throw
reverse
your-
psychology.
I guess. I mean, that would be yeah. I mean, I guess you could. That's a position. Yes, that's yeah. Reverse psychology could be.
No, but okay, like you're 100% right. Our kids should get the job, so they need to grow a spine and get out and get a job.
Well, they can't get a job if there's no jobs out there. The best jobs are in technology going forward. Basically, what you're saying is you can't have those jobs. You're not good enough. Go to fast food. Go to accounting, and balance a ledger sheet. You're not good enough for the high tech jobs. That's the message, Alan. I find that to be anathema to me. I mean, I've got I've got young people in my company that have been here forever. Michael Coleman's been here since he got out of college, for example, and others. Oh, Tyler's a young man, does a phenomenal job. These are just two people. Before that, Kiera Zoomer was fantastic. You know, all my kids have been excellent. Brendan, I got all these kids at West Virginia Sports Nation, which is like a great website in West Virginia. I got 8 of them. I love them. They work their ass off. Santana works her ass off. All of them. Brendan. I mean, I got great kids in my company. The kids run my company. They drive it. I wouldn't trade them for some foreign worker. No way. I want my kids. And so that's why I'm upset by this. And I understand what you're saying. And everybody is going to look for a way to defend the president. I get it. But I don't agree with him here. And I'm sorry. And if that means, I get cut off for a month, I understand. I don't agree. And if the base doesn't ring the bell, this thing is going to end up reality. I'm telling you, it's going to cost us in the midterms. But Alice, I do understand. I do understand where you're coming from. So thank you. We've got we still have Larry. We got anybody else? Tyler? All right. Go ahead. Larry, you still there? You want to finish up? Larry.
Cindy, Godzilla, line 1.
Okay. We're trying to figure this phone call out. Okay. Cindy, DC, line 1. Cindy, you had an epic rant yesterday.
Let's see if I can top it today. Good morning. Yeah, I had to get in on this conversation, and I am so glad that you were talking about this, John, because as I heard this yesterday in his comments, I was stunned. I was absolutely stunned. So I have 4 nephews and a niece. My niece is the second oldest. She's a freshman at Towson University up in Baltimore County, and she needed a job, part-time job. She went to the mall. She couldn't get hired at Foot Locker. You know why? Because there were 30-year-old adults applying for jobs. She said there were dozens and dozens and dozens of people trying to get work, and they weren't college students, by the way. She went to other stores. She went to Target. She applied for loss prevention. She didn't get hired. She tried to be a cashier. She couldn't get hired. Now, this is a pretty well-established young woman. She's been a lifeguard. She's worked the family business. She can add and subtract. She can talk. She can, do things. She's very smart, and she's very hardworking. So what we've decided to do, as her parents have decided to do, is start her own business because she's very athletic and she's played competitive sports. And she's decided to start to do coaching for young kids that need, agility and speed tests and, speed and things like that. So there are jobs out there that people can't get because they are overloaded. There are too many people coming into this country. And by the way, there are still people coming in through the border. even though not by the thousands like we used to see, but they are still coming in. The idea that we have to bring any H-1B visa workers over here is a joke. And 600,000 people from China to clog up our education system, unacceptable. And I don't know where President Trump is getting these ideas, who's speaking to him, and I heard what you said about Lutnick, but it's got to get back to him. This is unacceptable.
There's got to be a MAGA outrage here. Okay, the only way you're going to get
there
this,
has to be
only
a MAGA
way you're going
outrage.
to get if we all sit around and say, well, we're going to give the president the doubt, like we always do, like I always, I try to do, because he's the greatest president I think in history. I think he's going to go down as that, but doesn't mean that he's perfect. Okay, things go down, and if the MAGA base doesn't ring the alarm bell and go nuts over this, he'll just go with it. And I don't know if it's Lutnick. I don't know who's in there, but I'm appalled by this. I mean, it's wrong on so many levels, and we need to stand up and say, Mr. President, we are with you 99% of the time, not this time, and it's going to cost you the midterms. They're going to vote.
I agree, John.
You can't get people out to vote now. Now we're going to say we're going to bring in HB-1 visa foreign students and 600,000 Chinese, but you need to come out and vote for your Republican for what? They ain't coming out. That's your problem.
No, they won't.
Damn right.
Well, you sign me up, John, because I'm going to be in on this one, because this has got to stop. This has got to stop. They are competing for jobs, for homes, for education, for everything. And enough is enough. And I don't want to hear about, well, people aren't having babies. You can't afford to have them. Let me tell you something. If my family didn't have me helping, they would struggle. There are times, even though they're a small business, I have to step in and help them and get an IOU, okay? Like, send me some money so I can, pay my vendor, and I'll pay you back.
Cindy,
okay?
I get it.
So I don't want to hear any of this nonsense that we don't have people here to work.
I get it 100%. I mean, I got 3 kids all working. One of them works for us, getting his PhD, does my website, does Godzilla Wins. The other one's a ball player. And then my daughter, she struggles to get steady work. I mean, it's just what you say. She goes in, she doesn't get hired, then she'll get hired, and then, they'll lay people off. And, she tells me she's, she goes for an interview in Florida, and there's 6 foreign kids there. I mean, we're flooded with this stuff, taking our jobs away. So I'm with you on that. Let's see how much time I have. Cindy, thank you. I'm going to have to put this up again. Okay. I'm sorry.
Thanks, John.
So you have to deal with it. Let's get to Ed in Virginia Beach, line 3. Ed, you're live. Ed, you're live.
Hey, good morning, John. How you doing?
Good.
Hey, I wanted to talk to you about the Zoomers. I work in the rental industry. Been doing it for 30 years. We can't hire a mechanic, John. The kids that come in now, they either don't want to go to work. When they go for their urinalysis, their pee glows like nuclear waste. I mean, we can't get them to show up to work. They're sleeping. I got a new yard guy we just hired. He's been there for 3 weeks. He came into work 3 days. And that's the truth. I don't know what to tell you, John, but my son works at the Norfolk Naval Shipyard. It's the same thing. They hire people. They never stay.
Well, how do they live?
I don't know how they're living. That just stuns me. I mean, I did like you did. I got 2 children. They were raised right. They're both out there working and swinging for the fences. My son owns his own home. He lives out there in Driver. You know where that is. And I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how these kids make it.
Well, the parents got to kick them out. I mean, you got to go to work. And my concern with this is I understand what you and the other young lady, Alice, is saying, but if you don't fix this now, what's the future? There's no future. I mean, you say, well,
you're absolutely right.
I mean, our kids suck, and therefore, rather than fix the fact that they suck, what some people are saying, rather than fix that, we're just going to put a Band-Aid over the problem and ship in foreigners. Now I want to fix it. I mean, my kids
agree
work.
100%.
Everybody in my company work. Coleman works. Tyler works. I mean, all my kids at WVSN work. Brendan works. I know who else, all around. I mean, I got some young people. I've never had a problem with anybody. They all work their tails off. Jonathan Edwards, my guy in West Virginia, my editor, getting his master's. The guy works 18 hours a day doing our stuff, editor. I mean, all kids are working. So we got to fix the problem. I just don't want to.
I know it. We got to get him, John. We got to get him into trade industries.
Exactly.
There's no young plumbers. There's no young electricians. I mean, if you go into a construction site, you don't see any white people hanging sheetrock. I mean, it's just they're not wanting to do it.
All right, bud. Ed, thank you for the call.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Ed, we got to go. We got Killer Carl. We got Robin. Hang on. We're going to go to the top of the hour. I'm going to refill my 1775 coffee. You guys are firing me up, and we'll be right back in a minute.